Dr. Manuradha Chaudhary, Assistant Professor at Center of Russian Studies, Jawaharlal Nehru University. I welcome you all to this course, Basics of Russian Communication Skills. The objective of this module is to make you understand the basics of Russian grammar. Today, in this module, first we will read the text Gdzie moi achki in Russian, then I will translate the whole text in English. Further, text will be analyzed from the point of view of grammar. Here, we will also focus on new verbs and their usages in the text. In the text, we will also focus on the usage of different new nouns in accusative and prepositional cases. At the end of this module, on the basis of text, some questions will be discussed. Now I am reading the text. Gdzie moi achki. Жил был очень рассеянный человек. Его звали Гопал. Он всегда забивал, куда он положил свои вещи, ручку, книгу, ключи. Его жена Майя не знала, что делать. Она рассказала своей подруге: однажды мы пригласили гостей на ужин. Я просила Гопала пойти на рынок и купить овощи. На рынке он встретил своего школьного друга Рави. Они долго разговаривали, и Рави пригласил Гопала домой на ужин. Гопал с удовольствием согласился, и они вместе поужинали. Сегодня Гопал не мог найти свои очки. Он не помнил, куда он их положил. Может быть, он их положил на тумбочку? Нет, на тумбочке был будильник. Может быть, Майя их положила в стол? Нет, в столе были деньги. Бедный Гопал продолжает искать свои очки. Может быть, он их положил на балконе. Но на столе были журналы, а за столом сидела Майя и пила чай. Она спросила его: почему ты ходишь туда-сюда? Что случилось? Гопал рассказал жене все, и она начала смеяться. Она сказала: Гопал, какой ты рассеянный! Разве ты не знаешь, что ты сейчас их носишь? Now I am translating the whole text in English. Once upon a time, there was a very absent-minded person. His name was Gopal. He used to forget where he puts his things like pen, books, keys, etc. His wife Maya did not know what to do with him. She told her friend, once we invited guests for dinner and I requested Gopal to go to the market and buy vegetables. At the market, he met his school friend Ravi. They talked for a long time and Ravi invited Gopal to his house for dinner. Gopal agreed with pleasure and they had dinner together. Today, Gopal could not find his spectacles and he did not remember where he put them. Maybe he put them on the bedside table? No, there was an alarm clock on the bedside table. Maybe Maya put them in desk? No, there was money in the desk. Poor Gopal continued to search for his spectacles. It may be that he put them on the table in the balcony, but there were magazines on the table and Maya was sitting at the table and she was having tea. She asked him, why are you moving here and there? What happened? Gopal told his wife everything and she started laughing. She said, Gopal, how much you are absent-minded. Really, you don't know that you are wearing them? So I hope the text is clear to you. So now I am discussing new vocabulary related to this text. So dear learner, in this text we have a lot of new adjectives related to day-to-day life. Let's know their meaning in English. For example, Rasyani Rasyani means absent-minded. Rasyani Chilavek, absent-minded person. And there was Gilles Bill in the beginning of the text. You must have seen that. That means it's a construction, or you can say expression. That means once upon a time there lived. And you can have for feminine gender or for a female you will have Gila Bila or Gili Bili in plural for lots of people. Another example is Veshi. Veshi means things or belongings, and Veshi is always in plural form. Ovashi. Ovashi means vegetables, and the singular of Ovashi is Ovash. Ovash generally we do not use, we always use in plural. Ovashi, that means vegetables. Shkolni. Shkolni, it's an adjective and it means school. Or you with the like Shkolni Druk, that means school friend. Dolga, for a long time. Dolga means for a long time. It's an adverb. Achki. Achki means spectacles or glasses, and achki is always used in plural. Tumbachka. Tumbachka means side tables. Generally you must have seen some tables besides the bed. They are tumbachka. Tumbachki in plural. Bujilnik. Bujilnik is alarm clock. Next word is jengi. Jengi, that means money, and jengi we always used in plural. Razveti niznash. This is in construction. Don't you know? Or really you don't know? Tuda Suda. Tuda Suda means here and there. Sudavostviyam. Sudavostviyam, happily, or you can say with pleasure. Shto sluchilas. Shto sluchilas means what happened. So these are the words which you have come across in the text. So I have already explained their meaning. So while analyzing it, you should remember the meaning of these words. Now we will continue new verbs of this text. The first verb is class. Class is imperfective verb, and perfective aspect of class is palajij. They mean to put or to place something. They always take accusative case and answers to the question kuda. A conjugation of class in present is ya kladu, that means I put. Ti kladyosh means you put. On ana kladyot, he or she put, or you can say placed. Mi kladyom, we put or we placed. Vi kladyoche, you put or you placed. Ani kladut, they put or they placed. Now we will conjugate in past. So dear learner, again I am reminding you that verbs in present forms are conjugated or changes for person and number. However, in the past tense, verbs do not change for person, they change for number and gender. So I am conjugating the verb class in past. Yati on klal for masculine gender, he put or I put or you put in for masculine gender. Yati ana klala feminine gender, she put or she placed. Similarly with the ya or ti pronoun. Me, we, ani, klali, they are it is in plural form, means they placed, or if we me klali, we placed, we klali, you placed. Now I am conjugating another perfective aspect of class, that is palajij, and its conjugation in present form indicates future tense. I hope you remember perfective verbs are used to indicate only future and past forms. So conjugation in present of the verb palajij. Ya palaju, I will put. Ti palojish, you will put. Please remember the stress, where we are putting the stress while conjugating the verb. On ana palojit, he or she will put. Me palojim, we will put. Vi palojice, you will put. Ani palajat, they will put. Now I am conjugating this verb in past form. Ya ti on palajil for masculine gender, and the translation would be he put or he placed or I placed or you placed for masculine gender. Ja, ती Anna palazhila for feminine gender. She placed, or you can say I placed, or you placed. And me, we, ani palazhili for plural. They placed for ani palazhili. Me palazhili, we placed. We palazhili, you placed. Another verb is zabivaj, and its perfective aspect is zabij. It means to forget. So conjugation is ya zabivayu means I forget. Ti zabivayesh, you forget. On ana ili ano zabivayet, he or she forgets. Me zabivaye, we forget. Vi zabivayche, you forget. Ani zabivayut, they forget. And conjugation in past is yati on zabival for masculine gender means I forget, you forget, or he forget. Yati ana zabivala, I forget, you forget, or she forgets for feminine gender. Me, we, ani zabivali in plural. We forget, you forget, or they forgot. Verb zabij conjugates like verb beach. So I am not repeating its conjugation here. For conjugation of beach in present and past form, please revise previous modules. Next verb is saglasitsya from the text, which means to agree with. It takes quotient schem ili scheme, and it is perfective aspect. Its imperfective aspect is saglashatsya. Conjugation in present of saglasitsya is ya saglashus means I will be agree. Ti saglasisha, you will be agree. On ana saglashitsya, she or he will be agree. Me saglashimsya, we will be agree. Vi saglashiches, you will be agree. Ani saglasyatsya, they will be agree. Conjugation in past, yati on ana, yati on saglasilsya for masculine gender. He agreed or he has given his consent. Yati ana saglasilas for feminine gender, like she agreed or she has given her consent. Me, we, ani saglasilis for plural means they agreed or they have given her their consent. Next verb is naichi. Naichi is perfective aspect and conjugation is ya naidu, I will find. Ti naidjosh, you will find. On ana naidjot, he or she will find. Mi naidjo, we will find. Vi naidjoche, you will find. Ani naidut, they will find. Conjugation in past, yati on nashol for masculine gender, he found. Yati ana nashla, feminine gender, she found or I found or you found. Me, we, ani nashli for plural form means they found for ani nashli. Me nashli, we found. We nashli, you found. In this module, I am just conjugating those verbs which are present in this text. I am not dealing in detail with aspects of the verb here. Conjugation in present of the verb smyatsya. Smyatsya means to laugh. Ya smeyus, I laugh. Ti smyoshsya, you laugh. On ana smyotsya, he or she laughs. Mi smyomsya, we laugh. Vi smyoches, you laugh. Ani smeyutsya, they laugh. And in past, conjugation is on smyalsya, he laughed. Ana smyalas, she laughed. Ani smyales, they laughed. Dear learners, now once again I will translate the text and will analyze it from the point of view of grammar. Gilles bil ochin rasiyani chilavek. In this sentence, Gilles bil, I have already explained earlier. Gilles bil means once upon a time there lived someone. So Jilbil Ochin Rasyani Chilavik. Chilavik is in masculine gender and Rasyani is also agreeing with that. So once upon a time there was a very absent-minded person. Ochin means very. So as I have already mentioned in the beginning that Jilbil means once upon a time there lived, and with this expression many fairy tales begin. This expression is mostly found in the beginning of a story or fairy tale. Next is Yivozwali Gopal. His name was Gopal. So Zavut, Ivo Zavut, Gopal, Ili Minya Zavut, Gopal. This you must have heard so many times. So Yevo Zavut Gopal from the verb Zwali is from the verb Zwach. His name was Gopal because Zwach is conjugated in past here for Ani. Okay, his name was Gopal. On Sigda Zabival, Kuda on Palajil Svaiveshi, Ruchku Knigu Kluchi. So he used to forgot where he put his things, pan, bow, keys, etc. So this is a complex sentence where kuda is used as a conjunction. Palajich means to put or to place something, and please remember palajich always take accusative case and questions and answer to the questions shto ili kuda. So next one is Yivozhina Maya Niznala shto jelaj. His wife Maya did not know what to do. So znach, this verb you already know, znach means to know. Maya niznala shto jelaj. His wife Maya did not know what to do. Она рассказала своей подруге. Однажды мы пригласили гостей на ужин. Рассказать кому? So, она рассказала своей подруге. Своя подруга, here we are using this combination in dative case singular. Она рассказала своей подруге. Она рассказала кому? Она рассказала своей подруге. Что она рассказала? Однажды мы пригласили гостей на ужин. I hope you will remember this verb пригласить because we have already discussed in the previous module. Пригласить means to invite. Okay? Пригласить кого? На что? Пригласить кого? На что? So, однажды мы пригласили гостей на ужин. Ghost, this is in singular, and now it is here we are using in accusative plural. Пригласили гостей на ужин, на что? Another example, пригласить кого, куда? Пригласить друга на вечер. Я просила Гопала пойти на рынок и купить овощи. I requested, просить means to request, and it takes question кого. I requested Gopal. Gopal here you can see that we are using in accusative case and inanimate noun, so the ending is Gopala. I requested Gopal to go to the market and buy vegetables. So here in this sentence you can see paichi and kupich both are perfective aspect verbs. So I requested Gopal to go to the market and buy vegetables. I am again repeating, просить кого, что делать. Please remember, просить answers to the question кого and что делать. На рынке он встретил своего школьного друга Рави. На рынке, this is in prepositional, на рынке, рынок. I hope you remember, рынок means market. So in prepositional it changes like на рынке он Strechil, Swivo, Shkolnava, Druga, Ravi. Strechich, verb strechich means to meet. And it also takes accusative case. At the market, he met his friend Ravi. Kavo on Strechil? On Strechil, Swivo, Shkolnava, Druga, Ravi. Strichach or Strechich. It always takes question Kavo. So dear learner, try to make this kind of word combination, and please keep in mind that adjectives agree to the noun in number, gender and case. Shkolny drug, shkolnaya podruga, tak dale. Ani dolga razgovarivali I Ravi priglasil Gopala domoi na ужин. Ani dolga for long. Razgovarivach to talk. Ani razgovarivali dolga I Ravi priglasil Gopala domoi na ужин. They talk for a long time, and Ravi invited Kavo, Gopal, Kuda to his house for dinner. Gopal с удовольствием согласился и они вместе поужинали. С удовольствием, with pleasure. С удовольствие is pleasure, and с удовольствием it always used in instrumental case with preposition sir, and that means with pleasure. Gopal agreed with pleasure and they had dinner together. Learners, please pay attention to the fact that in the given sentence, both the verbs are of perfective aspect, согласиться, поужинать, because they did not already completed action. Сегодня Gopal не мог найти свои очки. In this sentence, you can see мог и потом найти. So if two verbs are coming together in a sentence, then only first verb is conjugated and second verb comes in infinitive form always. For example, мальчик может читать, я хочу писать, я хочу читать, так далее. Девушка могла хорошо плавать сегодня. These kind of sentences, you can see that first verb is conjugated and the second verb is taking infinitive form. So today Gopal could not find his spectacles. Mog is from the verb moj. It is past form for masculine gender. Mog, magla, magli. We conjugate like this in past. So on Сегодня Gopal ni mog найти свои очки will be translated like today Gopal could not find his spectacles. Swai achki, achki, you remember that achki we always use in plural. Achki means spectacles. On ni pomnil, kuda on ich palajil. He did not remember where he put them. On ni pomnil. Pomnich, to remember. Kuda on ich. Ich here we are using to replace achki. In the place of achki we are using pronoun ich. Palajil. He did not remember where he put them. Может быть, on ich положил на тумбочку. Может быть, here also you can see может from the verb moj in present. We are conjugating the verb moj in present form. Beach, second verb we are not conjugating. So, может быть, on ich положил на тумбочку. Maybe he put them on the bedside table. Положил куда? На тумбочку. Word is тумбочка. Feminine gender word. Тумбочка is feminine gender. And in accusative it is changing like на тумбочку. Нет. На тумбочке был будильник. Please remember with the verb был we generally use prepositional case. So in this sentence нет, no. Na tumbachke, tumbachke. Here we are using tumbachke in prepositional. Endings are changing according to the prepositional case. Нет, na tumbachke bil budilnik. No, there was an alarm clock on the bedside table. Может быть, Maya ek положила в стол. Maybe Maya put them in desk. Palajila, Maya, Palajila, Kuda, stole. Maybe Maya put them or placed them in desk or table, inside drawers. Dear learner, please remember the verb, that verb's class palajich answers the question kuda. Many students get confused and they use na stale, but it is grammatically wrong. We have to use palajil na stole. Niyat was stale bili jengi. No, there was money in the desk. And jengi also we use always in plural. Again here in this sentence, Billy. Niyat was stale Billy jengi. That because of the verb beach, we are using prepositional case with the noun stole. Okay? Verb stale Billy jengi. No, there was money in the desk. Bedni Gopal Pradalshach Iskach Swai Achki. Bedni means poor, and opposite of the Bedni is Bagati. So in this story we are using Bedni Gopal Pradalshach Iskach Swai Achki. Poor Gopal continued to search for his spectacles. Pradalshach, to continue. Skach is to for searching something, and it conjugates like ya ishu, ti ishish, or na ishet, mi ishim, vi ishiche, ani ishut. Please remember, looking for something. Skach to swai achki. Poor Gopal continued to search for his spectacles. Может быть, он их положил на стол на балконе. It may be, or maybe that he placed them on a table in the balcony. No. Na stale bili giornali, a za stolom siedziała Maya i pila chai. But there were magazines. No, no means but. Na stale bili giornali. Okay? Because of the beach, we are using stolen prepositional case. Okay? But there were magazines on the table. Za stolom. Za means besides. Okay? Za stolom, and za here in this particular sentence is taking instrumental case. So za stolom, and Maya was sitting at the table and was having tea. Sijela from the verb sijech. Maya sijela i pila chai. Peach. Peach means to drink, and pila chai, and was having tea, or you can say drinking tea. Она спросила его: «Почему ты ходишь туда-сюда? Что случилось?» She asked him. Спросить. Она спросила кого? Спросить кого? Спрашивать, and the perfective is спросить, means to ask. Она спросила его. She asked him: «Почему ты ходишь туда-сюда?» Khajich verb, I hope you remember, ichi khajich. Okay, why are you moving here and there? Tуда sуда, here and there. Что случилось? Что случилось? What happened? Случиться is the verb that means to happen or to occur. So что случилось means what happened. Khajich, tуда sуда, to go here and there, and случиться, to happen something or to occur. So что случилось? What happened? Gopal рассказал жене все. Рассказать кому? Жена, жене in dative case, okay? Все, everything. И она начала смеяться. Again, in this sentence, you can see начала, начать verb, and we are conjugating, but смеяться verb we are not conjugating. It is taking infinitive form after the first verb conjugation. Gopal told his wife everything and she started laughing. Она начала смеяться. She started laughing. Она сказала: Gopal, какой ты россиянин. Сказала, she said. Сказать is to, сказать means to say. And in the past, she said, Gopal, What an absent-minded person you are. Kakoi ti rasiyani. Rasiyani, as you know, means absent-minded. So she said, Gopal, what an absent-minded person you are. Разве ты не знаешь, что ты сейчас их носишь? Don't you really know that you are wearing them? No, разве means really, or you can say, don't you know? Ты не знаешь, знать, again, to know. Что ты сейчас их носишь? From the verb ниси, носить, okay, носить, okay. Don't you know, or don't you really know that you are wearing them? Now, based on the text, we will discuss some questions just to check whether you understood text or not, okay. Кого встретил Gopal на рынке? Translation would be, whom did Gopal meet in the market? На рынке Gopal встретил своего школьного друга Ravi. In the market, Gopal met his school friend Ravi. Next question is, что было на тумбочке? Было на тумбочке, okay? Please remember, было. So, на тумбочке we are using in prepositional case. Что, with что, beach is always used in neuter gender. Что было? No, кто был? With the interrogative word кто, we always use был, okay? With кто, beach is used in masculine singular form. What was on the side table? На тумбочке был будильник. Будильник был где? На тумбочке. There was an alarm clock on the side table. Что искал Gopal на балконе? What was Gopal looking for in the balcony? На балконе Gopal искал свои очки. Искать to looking to search for or looking for something. Искал свои очки. And please remember, achki only has plural form. Again, I am repeating it, okay? In the balcony, Gopal was looking for his glasses or spectacles. And glasses also we used in plural form. Next question. Почему Maya начала смеяться? Why did Maya start laughing? Maya начала смеяться, потому что Gopal сам носил очки и все время искал их. Maya began to laugh because Gopal himself wore glasses and all the time he looked for them. Где были очки Gopala? Where were the glasses of Gopal? Gopala sam nasil ik. Gopal himself wore them or was wearing his spectacles. So today in this module we have covered the vocabulary related to the text Gije mai achki. We have also covered different nouns and their usages in prepositional and accusative cases. In this text, we also came across to the construction like jil bil, conjugation of new verbs in present and past tense, etc. I hope concepts covered in the module are clear to you. Dear learners, by answering various questions of the verbs, you can make your own longer sentences, you can make your own stories. The purpose here is not only of translation or getting acquainted with the vocabulary of the text, but by analyzing the text, the purpose is that you should be able to make your own sentences based on these constructions and use them in your own conversation. So kindly revise the text and practice by making your sentences at home. Thank you.